Hello, my name is Bennett Obele, a student of the Guidance School, batch 130. I'm here to give a short presentation on the ideology of MMM, how MMM works, that's the mechanics of MMM, the benefits of MMM, what a participant stands to gain, then the rules guiding the operation of MMM. Now, a quick highlight. We need to understand that MMM Global Community is not a banking system. In other words, it doesn't have a central account to store people's money or resources. It's an online business. It's not an online business or hype or investment. What we basically promote in this global community is the power of giving. Now, on the ideology of MMM, MMM is actually coined from Mavrondi Mondial Movement, and it was founded by Sir Sergio Mavrondi. And it's worthwhile we also understand the meaning of these coined words. Mavrondi stands for global. Now that tells us that we are not restricted to a point. It's something that touches the globe. Then movement tells us that it's not static. We touch people too. MMM is a community of ordinary people selflessly helping each other. It's a social network that connects one who wants to give help, that's to provide help, PH. We call it PH, and also one who wants to get help, that is GH. And we need to also understand that the main goal why MMM was created is to destroy the unfair financial system of the world, where the rich becomes richer and the poor becomes poorer. Now, we that are participating in this community, who are we? We represent a community established on the principle of giving. We also represent the largest donation exchange network. We cover over 118 countries of the world and still counting. Now, in this community, we function or we operate on a peer-to-peer basis. How does MMM work? The mechanics of MMM. Earlier I said MMM is a global community of people that provides financial help to each other. And this is centered on the principle of reciprocity and benevolence. Now we have two major words we use in this global community, the PH and the GH. The PH stands for provide help, while GH stands for get help. Now, the word Mavro, we use this word to represent the MMM internal currency. That is our own internal currency in MMM. And this is actually what was bought when a participant pledged to make a donation, that is to PH in the system. When a participant indicates to give a particular amount of money or help to another participant, what was bought is actually Mavro, which is our own internal currency. And this Mavro starts growing up to the rate of 30% per month. In other words, at the end of 30-day period of post-registration, this participant stands to gain 30% interest of the Mavro bought. We also need to understand that Mavro calculation takes place on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and as soon as the calculation is done, Mavros will be credited too. We have two total sum. Okay, now it's also very important we know that the total sum of Mavro determines how much to get as help in the system. Now, let me throw some light on this word PH and GH. PH is used when providing help in the system. Like I said, these are the two major words we use. We also use it as, in fact, it represents the starting point in this system. That is when a participant indicates how much to donate to another participant in need of financial help. It also gives birth to the action GH. In other words, for a participant to GH, in other words, get help, the participant must have to PH. It also shows the power of giving in the system. Now, the word GH talks about get help. That is used when a participant is getting help. You can also call it the rewarding point in this system. Now, transactions in MMM. Transaction require the use of bitcoins or country's currency. That, in other words, the indigenous country's currency of the participant. Example, in Nigeria, my own indigenous currency is Naira. Now, Bitcoin is a digital currency that connects, that can connect every participant irrespective of the country in MMM. It's a global currency, and when it's used to PH in the system, the interest is 50% after a 30-day period. Whereas when the indigenous currency of the participant is used to PH in the system, the interest after a 30-day period is 30%. Also, we need to understand that Mavro is red in color before PH. In other words, after a participant has indicated how much to give in the system, the Mavro shows red in color. Every PH in MMM before 14-day post-registration is usually frozen. In other words, after PH, but is not yet up to 15-day post-registration, the Mavro will be frozen. That is blue in color until when it has gone beyond 14-day period after registration. Now, the Mavro turns green in color when the interest and bonus is ready to be withdrawn in the system. Benefits of MMM. We have three major benefits, three major financial benefits. That registration bonus, which ranges from $20, $50, and $100. This depends on how much the participants PH in the system. MMM also gives 30% interest for the help you render for another participant too. That is actually the interest after a 30-day period. MMM also gives 10% referral bonus for referring any person into the system. Now, for testimonial video bonus, that's after GH, is also the responsibility of a participant to broadcast or kind of publicize the experience he or she has gotten in the system. MMM gives 10% when you show your face in the video, when your voice is clear, when your video has good quality recording and editing. Also, the details is also on the screen. MMM also gives 5% video bonus when you show your face, when your voice is heard clearly, and also when you invite other people to join the community. MMM also can also give 3% video bonus. So the percentage of the video bonus depends on the quality of the video and how far and how well the video has touched other people too. Now, the guiders bonus, I'll quickly run down. If I'm a guider, Ben, if I'm a guider, Ben, and I'll get 5% from my first generation downline, 3% from my second generation downline, 1% from my third generation downline. So the same thing goes. The programs in MMM will have three major academic programs: the free guiders school to become guiders, the training to become online consultants, and training to become control relation officers. Now, we have rules. For every system to be sustained, there has to be rules guiding the activities of the system. Participants should not have more than one account. If any participant is found wanting on this, the account could be blocked or placed in temporary moratorium. Participants should not upload fake proof of payment, and participants should make their payment to other participants when due. Participants should always tell the truth. Every payment done in this system is not refundable. We need to understand that. Participants should not disclose their login PIN. This is to preserve or protect their account from being hacked. Participants should also endeavor to upload their proof of payment on time. Participants should always write the letter of happiness. Participants should always check their Mavro account once a day. This to know when they are matched to make payment. Participants should donate only spare money. The money should be ready as soon as they are matched to make your payment immediately and upload the evidence of payment. Participants should also share ideas and goals. The essence of all this is to promote this community. Now, long live MMM. Together, we change the world. Thank you.